18 years old male.
Female. She presented with complaints of abdominal distension for the past 5 years and right flank pain of 9 months duration. She also gave history of hematuria for the past 3 months. She noticed abdominal distension 5 years back, but she was not evaluated for the same. For the right flank pain, she gave history of mild dull aching and non-radiating, which is relieved on medication. And she had multiple episodes of painless gross hematuria in this last 3 months. She had no history of fever or burning micturition, no prior history of urethria or no prior urological intervention or UTI. That is the history. Mayor, that is the history given. You can proceed with the discussion.
Okay. I would like to ask further past histories related to the case, whether a patient had any history of trauma in the past. Actually, when exactly she noticed swelling for initially 5 years back, I think.
Whether no history of trauma, and she noticed a vague abdominal distension, which she didn't give any importance to that.
Okay. Any history of constipation or prolonged constipation actually, or any past history of or actually in childhood whether she had episodes of UTI?
She didn't give any such positive history, and regarding bowel status, it was not significant.
Okay. Any history of weight loss since he had this swelling and distension for the 5 years? So, any history of weight loss during the period of time, or any anorexia weight loss, or any?
She told mild decreased appetite, but no history of weight loss, or couldn't quantify the amount of weight loss she told.
Okay, at least loosening of clothes or anything.
No such positives.
Okay. So my differential would go with at this point would be in favor of it could be the gross hydronephrosis along with the stone, or could be the stricture, could be the primary stone leading to the gross hydronephrosis, or could be the renal mass, specifically the site of the pain.
Why not say UPG obstruction, Dr. Mihir?
Hello, sir.
Why not UPG obstruction?
Yeah, sir. Pelvic ureteric junction obstruction can be because of stone or stricture, sir.
No, I said it may be a primary PUJ obstruction.
Yeah, it could be, sir. It could be primary PUJ obstruction.
It's a young age, progressively increasing abdominal distension, pain, abdomen. Yes. There is an odd feature for this.
Hematuria of long standing.
3 months.
Yes, sir. 3 months.
3 months. We have to think of long-standing problems. So, PUJ obstruction maybe with complications.
Yes, but she had this swelling and she didn't consulted any any doctors or hospitals. Then the complications related to our presumption of diagnosis is less favorable, but could be, sir, because anyway it's negligent. It's not noticed before also, so it could be the parents had neglected, and it could be the complications after PUJ obstruction and leading to hematuria because of infection.
So if you take the combination of the progressive swelling and the pain abdomen, you have to consider these diagnoses, as you said correctly. It may be a stone disease causing hydronephrosis, a PUJ obstruction.
Yes.
There is no history of trauma, so traumatic conditions we should not consider.
Yes, sir.
Keep on the possibility of a neoplastic lesion, okay?
Yes, sir.
Because there is long history.
Yes, sir.
So make progress, proceed.
Yes, sir. We can proceed.
Previous slide, name.
General examination wise, she's a thin built with a BMI of 21. Pulse rate is 90 per minute and blood pressure is within normal limits with pallor. Systemic examination wise, abdomen on palpation, it showed a hard non-tender mass of approximately 15 cross 15 centimeter occupying right half of the abdomen, which moves with the respiration.
So what do you think, Dr. Mihir?
With the presentation, it showed renal mass of 15 cross 15 centimeter size, because it moves with respiration also, and history wise he had frequent episodes of hematuria, and it's a dull aching kind of pain. So it's a hard tender mass arising from the kidney.
Tender mass arising from the kidney, okay. If you say so, first of all, we can always argue why are you saying it a kidney mass? Because it is being discussed in neurology.
With symptomatic presentation of the child having hematuria and just a dull aching pain with pallor and no other associated any bowel complaints or no other other systemic complaints. In view of that, I would consider it as a hard tender mass, and also it moves with the respiration at the site of the pain. So
Yeah, you're correct. You're correct. Symptoms. Why does kidney swelling move with respiration?
Actually, because of ligamentous attachment with the liver, it moves with the respiration, but it is not it considered as a passively passive
no,
movement.
Dr. Mihir, the answer
Yes,
you
sir?
gave is not correct.
Okay, sir.
Liver is a peritoneal organ. Kidney
Yes, sir.
is a retroperitoneal organ.
Yes, sir.
There is no ligamentous attachment between the kidney and the liver. Is it there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Where is it? No, there is no ligamentous attachment between the kidney and the liver.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So the kidney moves because the upper pole lie on the diaphragm. The diaphragmatic origin are from the crust and the 12th and 11th ribs. And the upper pole of kidney lie on the diaphragm. So during inspiration, the diaphragm moves down. A kidney, which is also freely mobile structure, also moves.
Yes, sir.
Is that okay?
Yes, sir. Correct.
Yeah, that's okay. Go ahead.
Blood report suggestive of low hemoglobin with otherwise serum creatinine is within normal limits, and electrolytes are also within normal limits, with LFT normal and albumin also 3.9.
So the low hemoglobin is a positive pointer towards you.
It's a significant hematuria or long-standing hematuria.
Yes.
Could be nutritional associated factor also.
Go ahead. What else do you need?
I would ultrasound abdomen and pelvis to hello
Why
sir.
do you want ultrasound and why not a CT scan?
Because it is easily available and OPD based primary investigation, and it would at least lead me to the pathology associated organ, pathology to the related organ. Then I would like to proceed further for confirmation and for further.
One thing ultrasound does, it differentiates the mass lesions into solid or cystic category.
Yes.
And usually, solid, usually it points towards a neoplastic pathology. Investigations usually need a CT scan.
Yes.
And if it is finds a cystic lesion, then we may investigate with CT or something else. So, all classifications, and you are correct, this is easily available and non-invasive study. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Urine routine examination is in relation with the symptoms, and it showed numerous RBCs as hematuria is present, and urine culture is no growth. Some haziness on the right side you can see, but otherwise there is no significant radio opacity on the chest. I would consider the opinion of the radiologist regarding the chest X-ray, but it appears to be normal in this patient.
Yeah, it is very good. But in doubt, you should always ask for the reports or opinion. Very good.
CCT abdomen and pelvis on the cut transverse or axial section showed huge actually on the left side of the kidney appears in this section appears normal with a plain section on the right side of the kidney showed a enlarged mass lesion with some calcified foci in it, and with some necrotic areas or the hypointense areas.
Next image.
Contrast enhanced image of same level or approximately same level of axial section also showed solid mass with enhancement with it's occupying almost the right side of the section and with the necrotic areas without any enhancement. And there is not free fluid in the current axial section. it extends up to lower down till from the till now renal parenchyma could not be appreciated. Whatever serial section showed, it's just large mass with enhancement with necrosed areas or hemorrhagic areas you can see.
So what is the impression on seeing the CT scan? You know, on CT scan,
Yes, sir. It's a solid, solid and enhancing mass lesion arising from the right kidney.
so don't say solid, you should say soft tissue mass lesion
Okay,
with
sir.
variegated areas of density,
Yes, sir.
doing contrast enhancement in a variegated way,
Yes, sir.
occupying the right half of the abdomen and replacing the whole kidney. In fact, on the right side, we were not able to appreciate any kidney on the right side.
Yes, sir.
But somehow the shape of this swelling is shaped like kidney only.
Yes, sir.
And it is actually extending towards the midline, pushing the structures to the left side.
Yes, sir.
You should also comment about the lymph node you can appreciate or about the liver.
Yes, sir. In in this cut section, liver is not completely seen, but I would like to see whether any metastatic lesion seen in the liver. In present section, it doesn't show any metastatic lesion on the liver side, and there is some hilar enlarged lymph node, but I would like to confirm with the final radiological report of the CT scan.
Very good. So, what is the overall impression with this mass lesion, nature of this mass lesion? Traumatic, if it is infective, is it neoplastic?
It appears to be a neoplastic lesion, sir.
So, one thing is very certain, it's got a very well defined capsules, the mass is well defined, no?
Yes, sir.
So, indicating that it's slowly growing over the years.
Yes, sir.
But what are the features of malignancy in this case?
Features of malignancy in this case is as you said, sir, well-defined encapsulated mass lesion occupying almost whole parenchyma of the kidney, and it appears variegated.
Dr. Mihir, well-defined, encapsulated, big size are not sign of malignancy.
Okay, sir. It's a
They may be feature of benign disease also. But
yes,
what
sir.
are the features? Here the feature is variegated density.
Yes.
Soft tissue mass with variegated density.
Yes, sir. And enhancement of
Enhancement. Areas of necrosis.
areas of necrosis.
So those are the features suggestive of malignancy.
Yes, sir.
Renal mass, you should be able to identify that, okay?
Yes, sir.
Have you seen benign renal masses?
Hello, sir.
Have you seen benign renal mass?
Yes, sir. The benign renal mass is also can be present, but the
No, I'm just asking, have you seen during your course large benign renal mass?
not this much large mass, but
Oncocytoma can be this big.
yeah, sir.
So in those, you don't expect these kind of features, okay? So by means, here is a 18 years old lady who has got a right renal mass involving the whole of the right kidney,
Yes, sir.
malignant nature. This is our diagnosis, seeing the CT scan and clinical examination.
Yes, sir.
So what are the possibilities? The etiology of this mass.
Etiology, it could be the renal cell carcinoma. It could be the Williams
Is it very
tumor.
common in this age group?
It is not very common, sir.
In fact, it is unusual. So early, below 20 years of age, second decade of life. Second decade
Yes,
is
sir.
really not common. It is a disease of fifth, sixth decade, but we are seeing more and more incidents in earlier age group. But again, the second decade is very uncommon.
Yes, sir.
Other possibilities?
Other possibilities could be Williams tumor.
Okay. Wilms tumor, which is also called
Nephroblastomas.
nephroblastoma. So it may be a variation of Wilms tumor,
Yes, sir.
like adult Wilms tumor.
Yes, sir.
Adult Wilms tumor. But that anyway will come to know about those things only on histology.
Yes, sir.
So, what are the goal of your management?
Goal of management would be to excise whole tumor in toto without any spillage of the tumor or without any residual disease to be left. And further, it could be the multimodality treatment. So, depending upon the histopathology report, we could consider further adjuvant treatment.
Okay. So you are correct to say at this stage your aim is to excision of this mass lesion. Total excision of this mass lesion.
Yes, sir.
With an idea of cure.
Yes, sir.
An idea of cure, because at this time we do not know the diagnosis.
Yes, sir.
A RCC, it may be something else, or it may be a variety of adult Wilms tumor.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
do you like to do any more investigation on him, on her?
Yes, sir. I would like to do HRCT thorax to look for any metastasis to the lung, as it appears not clear cut with the CT scan. So, chest X-ray. So, I would like to do one CT thorax.
It's a large tumor, and the CT report says there are certain paralytic nodes which are more than a centimeter.
Yes.
Okay, so that is justified. Okay. You will do a liver function test also?
Yeah, sir. It actually done previously. They showed it's normal, within normal limit.
Okay.
Liver function test.
Okay. Well, CT says normal?
Yes, sir.
No.
Our HRCT reported normal, sir. Here,
Okay.
report is not there.
Yeah, the chest X-ray was showing some doubts on the right side. Okay.
So we got that done. It reported as a negative.
Okay. So right. You would agree that you will do open radical nephrectomy or you have to do laparoscopy?
No, sir. Open radical nephrectomy.
Why?
It's a huge mass, and concern would be the intact total radical removal of the right side of the kidney, along with the lymph node, whatever intraoperatively suspicious or seen in the CT scan. So, open approach would be ideal for the particular.
Yeah, it's a huge renal mass. There is hardly any space in the abdomen, and the specimen also will take an incision. Therefore, there is no benefit of doing laparoscopic surgery. Usually,
Yes, sir. Yes.
okay. So open radical nephrectomy was done. Okay, good. Histology report.
Neoplasm,
Undifferentiated
blastema,
osteomal epithelium. Absent. Okay, so it's a Wilms tumor stage 2.
Yes, sir.
Now, what about the lymph nodes?
I think, sir, lymph nodes not
Included
resected.
in the biopsy. Okay. So what is recommended treatment for stage 2?
Hello, sir.
What is the recommended treatment for stage 2 Wilms tumor? Is it a sufficient treatment done?
No, sir. Since we have done upfront surgical
Excision.
and chemotherapy would be required.
Okay. I mean, we should take this case as a representation of like a kidney tumor. You know, if the histology is like this, so you definitely ask for a medical oncology opinion and chemotherapy regimen should advise.
Hello, sir.
Hello, can you hear?
Yeah, sir. Now, sir, the network got interrupted, sir. Just for
Okay. I was saying that, you know, as this is so Wilms tumor,
Yes, sir.
and we do not have the information on the CT scan, so therefore we would have an oncology opinion,
Yes, sir.
medical oncology opinion, and advice regarding the
Further adjuvant treatment.
further adjuvant therapy. Now, suppose this was a CC.
Yes, sir.
Say it was a clear cell carcinoma.
Yes, sir.
What would you do?
Again, I would like to take oncological opinion for the patient. But in case of RCC with early stage onset and complete resection of the tumor, most of the times with this kind of histopathological report, radical nephrectomy would suffice, and further I would like to put him on follow-up for the patient for the 6 months to 12 months once CT scan of the abdomen for the follow-up.
You like a CT scan of the abdomen or you like a PET scan?
No, sir. CT scan of the abdomen would be ideal for these patients for the follow-up of the.
Yes, sure. 6 months. See, at the end of 6 months, when the patient comes, you would examine the patient, you will do a chest X-ray, you will do a liver function test, you will do a kidney function test, you will do an ultrasound.
Yes.
If you have got any doubt, you can proceed accordingly.
Yes, sir.
You should proceed accordingly. So, what is the outcome of a tumor stage 2 if you treated by radical nephrectomy? And the histology said it's a R0 resection.
Yes, sir.
All margins are free. There is no fossa invasion.
Yes, sir. With this scenario, the 80%, 70 to 80% of survival we could counsel for this patient.
When you say survival, it is 5 years or 10 years or 20 years?
Sir, it is 5 years, sir.
Then you should not talk only on 5 years. You should think of long-term prognosis.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So, what do you mean by stage 2 kidney tumor?
Stage 2 post surgical stage 2 kidney tumor.
No. Stage 2 kidney tumor. Surgical.
It would be involving the perinephric area, but completely resected with R0 resection and without any spillage or without residual mass left in situ, or it could be it could be the extrarenal vascular.
No. Dr. B, you are confusing.
Okay, sir.
What is T2? In the TNM classification of kidney tumors, what is T1, what is T2?
T1 tumor is divided into T1A and T1B according to the size. T1A is less than or equal to 4 centimeter size. T1B is more than 4 centimeter up to less than or equal to 7 centimeter. T2 is again divided according to the size into T2A and T2B. T2A is tumor more than 7 centimeter up to less than or equal to 10 centimeter size, and T2B is tumor more than 10 centimeter size.
You mentioned about renal capsule.
It is within the Zerotas fascia.
No. The gyrus fossa is much far off. If you think of the coverings of the kidney,
Yes, sir.
renal capsule, then is the perinephric fat. Only then outside is Zerotus fascia.
Yes, sir.
So what is the relation of the T2 renal masses along with the renal capsule?
It is involved, sir.
It is involved,
But remains in confinement of the Zerotas fascia.
it is limited. There is no invasion of the Zerotus fascia. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So radical nephrectomy is an operation where you remove the kidney within the Zerotus fascia.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That is considered as a radical treatment and adequate treatment. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So I'll just say, this Wilms tumor is more likely that in the exam you would get cases of kidney tumors, which may have different histology, and you should remember the various histological variants of RCC. If not, please read about it. And their management will differ to some extent. So
Yes, sir.
also would differ in some extent. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.